What's going on, everyone? Today, I want to talk about my lessons from living in solitude. Last few months, I had the chance to live alone by myself, in surrounded by nature, just by myself. The birds, the animals, you can say spirits, the natural spirits. Honestly, it's one of the most wonderful experience that I ever had. Growing up, I always wanted to go live in woods, in forest, in a cabin, without any internet, without any communication, just myself, my thoughts, and my emotions, and my energy. I wanted to do that for a long time, but never had the opportunity until recently. And it has been a profound experience. I learned a lot about myself. I learned what it takes to be a better person. I learned the importance of focus, self-reliance. I learned the gratitude for people. I learned the value of human connections. Was it tough? Honestly, for me, it was easy. It's I'm not the type of guy who goes out to a lot of social events anyways. I usually just keep it to myself. I did not miss anything. I didn't feel like I was missing out on anything. It was one of the most creative periods of my time. It helped me focus on what truly matters, and I wanted to use that time to launch a software company, which I did. I learned new skills. So I used all that energy that would have normally, you can say, would have been wasted on other people or other social events or other things. I put that energy and focus towards my business. And I'm starting to see the fruits of that. I feel like every person, I'm not sure about women, but I can speak for men, should go through a period where they can be in solitude. I mean true solitude. I don't mean you go to work, you have to, when you go to work, you still have to meet people and stuff. I meant true solitude. Like I was just by myself. I was just taking care of the forest. I was just taking care of the farm. I There was no human contact. Like I live in a farm, and then there's no human contact. Like I don't see my neighbors that often. It was just the sound of rain, the sounds of birds, sounds of river, sounds of wind, sounds of nature. That's it. There was no music, there was no human interaction at all. So that's what I mean by solitude. A lot of people, they live in the city and then they think, yeah, they're living alone. That's qualifies as solitude. No, I don't think so, because you still kind of mix and mingles with other people's energy. So it's not real solitude. So the true solitude is you find a setting where it's just you and your energy. So what are the lessons that I learned? I learned that we are perfect. We don't need anyone else. We are perfect just by ourselves. If we can learn to be comfortable by yourself, if you can find the love within yourself, that's all you need. It's going to be forever filling your heart. Because once you find love within, you don't need to go outside to look for it. You already have within. And being alone, being in solitude helps you find that inner love, the inner bliss. And once you find that, you don't do things externally to find that love. A lot of people, they cannot find that love within. So what they do is, like, they go outside to look for love, to search for love, and then they do all sorts of weird things in hopes to find it, and they waste so much time and so much energy. But when you can find the love within yourself by remaining in solitude, you are a free soul. You are liberated. And that's why I said I feel like men should do it. I don't know about women. I don't know about women's psychology, so I can't speak for that. But I feel like in today's world, men are lost when it comes to finding who they are. They are controlled by the urges of pleasure, the sexual energy. It's being manipulated for men. And that's why in my previous channel, Omni Mode, I was a huge teacher of NoFap. NoFap is a movement where you don't participate in sexual pleasures. And I did that for more than 3 years. That's what liberated me from my instinctive desires. It freed me. And maybe that's why it was easier for me to live alone, because I was no longer driven by that energy. I was able to channel it. But a lot of men, they don't have control over it. They're just bombarded by advertisements, by media. There's always constant triggers that's tapping into that energy, and they don't know how to control it, because it's one of the most powerful energy of your body system. And if you don't know how to control it, it's going to control you and ruin yourself. So living alone without any energy influences of other people is going to tap into yourself and free yourself from those triggers and from those emotion control. I also learned that you don't need much to live. As long as you have a roof over your head, you have food you can grow, and you have internet. I feel like internet is a must these days, especially if you're an entrepreneur and you want to start a business and you have some savings. As long as you have that, like, you don't need $1 million. You don't need like fancy cars. You don't need luxury. You just need basic things. And it's very attainable to a lot of people. Saving a few $1,000s, it's highly possible to ordinary people. You just have to work hard, work extra for a few years, and you save. And after that, you can find a place where you can be in solitude and find yourself. And from that point onwards, if you can keep the cost down low, you can focus on truly what matters. So you free yourself from outside energy influences, and you have all this extra energy because you freed yourself from it. And if you can direct that energy into something productive, something that you're passionate about, you can truly build a life of wealth, a life of fulfillment, and a life of joy. You can truly design the life that you want. So if you're watching this and if you have considered to live alone in a forest or be in a solitude, take this as a message for you to go and do it. Take it as a confirmation for you to go and do it. You can. And I promise you, it's going to be one of the most rewarding and profound experience you will ever have in your life. Until next time, my friends, be fearless. Take care.